went bye-bye. Yes, she went bye-bye. Yes, she went bye-bye with her daddy. Hey, Bella Bella. All right. All right, I got some wine. Some mighty fine wine. I had a sweet red. I like red. I like actual wine. If I can get it open. There we go. Had to dry my hands off. All right. Yeah. How was your day, ma'am? She said, let me go get my wine. I know that's right. That's, yes, sip with me. Lord, there's cats down here. All right. Hmm? Yeah, the cats are down here. They under here. Mm-hmm. They're down here by my feet. You need to move, kitty. You are on my footstool. I'm trying to put my legs up. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Well, everybody wanted to do this. You're the only one here. I'm going to be mad because I could be doing the love read. But I'm here for this. People better come on in here and chat. Well, at least I got something to do. Peel the label off. A family friend. Yes. Brought me some fresh rosemary. Yes. Yes, yes. So I need to break it off. I mean, she brought me a lot. and get it into good jars. I have an accumulation. I keep them. Do I need to? Yeah, let me snip it. Let me do it that way. Oh, she brought me a whole. Oh, she banged. Oh, she put it. Oh, she binded it. Oh, I love her. She is just awesomeness. Just awesome. Okay, let me. Got it entwined. Ooh, awesome to have nature friends. No specific topic, Bella. We open for discussion. China had a suggestion. Let me let her butt know. Oh, there you are, China. Okay, there you go. China had a suggestion, but I don't know if you had to. Did you have the right? Did you ever figure out the right term, China? But China. Bella. I'm not making anything. This is I guess a friend of mine brought me some fresh sage. Fresh not sage, fresh rosemary. It smells awesome. So I'm just putting it in a jar for better, and it just smells. Got my whole room just smelling so good. So I'm just putting it into jars because my organized witchy self. But I will be making oils, and it's good for multiple. It's good for spell work. I put it in some other stuff as well. So yeah, honestly, rosemary is one of the main ingredients if you're gonna do a love spell. If you're gonna do love work. You didn't write it down? So, okay. You're not talking about a karmic connection, are you? Because what was the word you said quantum? Did you mean karmic? Was it karmic? Because that's the only other. Because yes, sometimes people can. No, not karmic. Okay. Because sometimes people can mistake a twin flame for a karmic, but the cards will definitely tell you that. Well, did anybody else have any? That's the only other term. Um, let's see. Let me see. Let's try a shot in the dark. Let's try a shot in the dark. Um, okay. 8 types of soul connection. See if it's one of these. That's what China said too. But the definition I got for it. Thank you, Tarot Apprentice. Hey, the definition I got for it was not anything really about a love or romantic connection. So somebody explain. Okay, let me see. Quantum entanglement soulmates. Okay, let's see. Right, everything is made up of particles. All right. What is this? Stop with the pop-ups. Okay. To define the many terms of their definitions used. Okay, yada yada yada. What? It's not talking spooky quantum entanglement. Okay. It says spooky quantum entanglement. I don't know why spooky is there, but entanglement is a physical phenomenon which occurs when pairs or groups of particles are generated, interact, or share spatial proximity in ways that the quantum state of each particle cannot be described independently of the state of the others, even when the particles are separated by a large distance. Instead, a state must be described for the systems as a whole. So soulmates may not physically be together, whether the separation is due to geographical distance or other relationships or different timelines keeping them apart, but the pull still exists. Think back on all those times you would feel happy or sad, and your heart would just start racing for some unexplained reason. Those are the times when you were feeling most connected to your soulmate. You were feeling each other's emotions. You were reacting and mimicking the joys and the emotional, physical planes of your soulmate. Okay. So it's very similar to a twin flame connection. However, you're just not the two parts of the same soul. You're still independent souls, but you're you're still connected in a telepathic 5D kind of sort of way, right? Is that about it? That's about the best. That it's not necessarily your soul, but you have the same, almost they're not using the word, but mitochondrial, because that's what your particle makeup is. Okay. Okay, this article says, okay, in the twin flame teachings, many refer to this as mirrors, meaning that the person mirrors what needs to be healed at the soul level. Once a person gets initiated or activated by spiritual energy and has that connection with another person, even if they're separated, they can still be energetically linked. This can explain almost all of the experiences many are having on the twin flame or spiritual connection journey. Because many experience quantum entanglement, they feel that the connection is so mind blowing, they have never met anyone else that makes them feel the way they do and believe that they will never have another like this. What is happening is they are energetically entangled with the person they feel is their twin flame, closest to their soul's current vibrational energy, and this could mean it's toxic as well. So this can work in a positive way or a negative way, because if you are caught up in an entanglement with someone when you haven't healed a lot within you, you will continually be triggered by your stuff and their stuff, as well as since you are vibrating at the same energy as them in terms of your unhealed wounds. This is seen in many who are having the crazy sync signs, dreams, and feel haunted and confused, powerless, and etc. That goes on for years. The positive way this can work is when you have ascended and in higher in your frequency, though your own through your own inner work, where you are no longer caught up in the matrix of shared wounds like constant grieving, pining, obsession, waiting, longing, yearning, romantic addiction, false beliefs, negative thoughts, reactivity, and etc. You are no longer entangled by lower frequency energy, although many don't want to accept this. The energy of the lower frequency, the person you think is your twin flame, can leave your energetic body altogether. When you are ascended into a higher divine template within you, the quantum mechanics of this could work in a way where it switches the energy into a higher frequency and thereby affecting the mirror in a different way. Yet while this mirror connection could be affected by being in a more sovereign template, it is still based on the other person's free will and whether they are truly meant to be your divine life partner. Okay, I understand. I completely understand this. Hey Marie, get your babies down. Get your babies down. Right, Tarot's Apprentice. It sounds like they're calling right, exactly. An apple or an orange a fruit, which is still a fruit. You're just trying to label it differently. Um, that's all. That's what it sounds like to me, or an effect of, or they're saying that to me that would just be naming the connection or you feel, or naming the condition or side effect or symptom of a twin flame connection. Now, like I said, there are karmics which are not necessarily a twin flame connection, but it's still a soulmate connection that's meant to trigger you and better you, but it's just not the soulmate. That's just not the other half of your soul, but it's still a soulmate because, like the wisdom of the oracle says, when it talks about soulmates, Tarot's Apprentice, you know this because you have this deck too. Look, it's right here on the bottom. 41. What the wisdom of the oracle says when it talks about soulmates is basically for all and any kind of soulmate. When it says you are meant to evolve and transform with the companionship of others. Certain people enter into your life in order to take you to the next level of healing, consciousness, and authenticity. It is always a reciprocal experience, although this result for each of you will vary. You will know these people by the strong pull and drawing you toward them, and sometimes by a strong aversion to them initially as well. Soulmates can be friends or for life, or remain in your life for only a short time. No matter what, you will be changed in ways you can't possibly fathom now. Pay attention to these people today. They are your greatest gifts. So they're not always meant to stay. A soulmate that you get, they're not always meant to stay. That's not always meant to be the person that you are supposed to be with for a long term or for forever. The twin flame thing, it complicates a dynamic because you feel an amazing draw to that person, and it can be frightening. It's intense and it's scary. But when you break it down to, cause see, China, and I understand, because you're in the answers phase. You want answers because you don't like it, and you see what I'm going through, and I've accepted the answer, but I still don't like it. But it is what it is. When you sit down and I've had every reader that has read it, every reader that has read to me without me even saying that this is what I think it is, has told me that's my divine counterpart. And when a reader pretty much confirms that's your divine counterpart, then it is what it is. The cards will tell you that it's a karmic as well. The cards can tell you whether or not it's a karmic or it's just a soulmate as well. And it's still a free will thing. That's why there's a runner and a chaser dynamic. But what it does is delay the inevitable. Because you're just going to have to repeat in the next lifetime. So that's what's frustrating to me, because I'm a life path number 9. And when you get to your 10, it is said that you're going to have the option whether to come back here or, well, that's what my shaman says. That you should be, you be giving the, I'll have the option whether to come back here and try again, or whether to stay on the other side and simply help, guide, or assist. But if he does not level up with me, I got to come back until he levels up. So I got to keep coming back to this bitch until he wakes the fuck up. This is what aggravates me, because we could have got it done this time if it wasn't for people up in his head and in his business. If it wasn't for the 3 of Swords, third-party situations, and being mostly his damn mama, well, his baby mama too. Anyway, outside forces. So that's what aggravates me about the situation. I could have been free of this and just kind of guided him from the other side moving forward next time around. But now, because he won't wake up, I got to come back to this bitch. But so it is what it is. And I know you want a way out, but it's a free will thing. That's why there's a runner and a chaser dynamic. Because the runner is choosing to run. I'm just choosing no longer to chase, which is an option as well. And it's the best option, because usually they'll somewhat wake up if they feel that energetic severance of you saying, fuck it, I'm done, I'm not going to chase. Unless they're really in alignment to wake up this lifetime. And some of them are. You have a better chance because your twin is actually a masculine female, and women just have more damn sense. But for me, so right, Tarot's Apprentice, it just sounds like they're trying to name it differently. My ice is in my way. Okay. Okay, I can get some more in here. She's never even heard it? pretty sure I would be the runner. You know what, Taro's Apprentice? I'm pretty sure you would too. I mean, because, and then you know that it is very possible that, which my shaman enlightened me to this too. And I was like, does everyone have a twin flame? And she was like, yes, everyone does indeed have a twin flame. However, some of our twin flames are not even in this realm. They're not even in this plane of existence, I should say. They are actually in other universes or other worlds. So Taro's Apprentice, your twin flame could be in some other foreign galaxy, which is as smart as you are, would explain a lot. It would explain a lot. That would explain a great deal. Because it's like you're above here. When it comes, that's the energy that I get, and that's why I love you. Because that's the energy I've always gotten from you. And because like that's, you're just like, I'm above all this. This this is like, you're just over it. When it comes to Earth, you're just like over it. It's like, okay, I'm here. Let's just get through this. Can we just, and it's just, dude, that's what I was saying about you finding love or finding a connection. Your level, just to find someone to match your level of intelligence is the whole struggle for you. And honestly, because I have the same, I can't. That's the whole problem. I keep meeting people, and I'm like, you're dumb. I can't fuck with you. Because, like I said, I can get on the level. I think that's what confuses some people, is that I'm a very down to earth energy, but at the same time, I'm highly intelligent, and I can't do stupid. I can't do stupid. I have a severe problem with it. I can't. I can't be. It's a turn off. It dries my vagina up. Just dry my pussy right on up if you're dumb. I don't care how good the dick is. If stupid shit falls out of your mouth on it, if you say I was done, child. And so to find, that's what I was telling Marie. I was like, Marie, you're intelligent, you're smart, you're responsible, you're kind. You're asking for a soulmate. You're asking for an energetic. You're asking for a match. You're asking for an energetic match, or or a good match. Period. Which would require that person match or meet your intelligence. Or some people are okay with being with somebody dumb. I can't do it. So, and I was like, so it's going to narrow down the speed at which a soulmate can even be found or produced for you. I found somebody that I don't know where my millennial went. And he was young. That's why I miss him. Because we had some awesome conversations. We used to talk about Nikola Tesla and the universe and Elon Musk and we used to talk about all the good shit. And then he was just gone. Right. Well, they are Libra and a lot more stable than I am. I'm everything they are, and they are not, and vice versa. Right. And then that's the first time anyone else has said it. I feel like I'm babysitting for humans. Exactly. That's how it's like you're just, and that's how I be like, That's why I get so frustrated. I'm like, Taylor's Apprentice, the least the universe could do, right? I was fussing about this last night with China. I was like, sometimes because I'm a woman, I do have emotions in here, and I'm so uncomfortable with. I just feel I'd be aggravated some days, and my daughter be like, "What's wrong?" And I'd be wanting to say so bad, but she wouldn't think I was crazy, but she would probably just laugh at me. But I'm so tired of the human body. I'm so tired of the vessel. I'm tired of this vessel. Um, and not only that, but it seems like I'm like at the very least, right? You could send us a person because you're not doing what I'm doing, and I commend you for not doing what I'm doing, Tarot's Apprentice, because I'm sitting here night after night, and I'm legit here to try to help people and assist them and provide them with some clarity. And they asked me the stupidest damn questions. And I'm like, Spirit, if this is what I gotta do, can I at least get some good dick attached to an intelligent man to conversate with, to satiate me in the meantime? Why am I have to do the universal bidding, like you said. I have to help pet up, repair, and babysit these damn humans. And I don't even get a good person in return. A good, you know what I mean? I don't even get a good match. I don't even get a partner. I don't even get, and then the partner you sent me was a fuckboy. He was an intelligent match, intelligence wise. He was intelligent, Tarot's Apprentice. That's why I was so in love with that bitch. We had wonderful conversation. He was on the level. He understood. He comprehended. He was magical. It was wonderful. And I know that's because he's my twin flame, but he's the damn runner. You've done them. You've done the cards for me, and he's a damn runner, a big one. And so I'm like, but this is what I get. This is what I get. And I call that environmental factors because his mama fucked that up for me. But you have to be an adult and claim that, okay, I'm aware, and he's aware that she's fucked up and he wasn't raised right. So you don't cop out and run back to it. You do the work and you fix it. But because he wasn't raised right, he's lazy and don't want to do the work and fix it. He'd rather run. I ain't got time. I have shit to do. There's humans to pet up and babysit. And for those of you who make it worth it, like China and Bella and Marie, it's good. And so maybe I'm just here to help the few. But in the meantime, I have to deal with the many. And child, the many is it's like watching Aubrey in Egypt around this bitch. She is a piece of work, China. This is how deep it goes with this woman. She is no longer welcome it's weird small towns here, scattered out around North Carolina. And in the town that they're in the surrounding area, she is no longer welcome at like all of the churches. She has been ejected, rejected, shown her ass, or acted a fool in all of the churches in the area. So the only option that she has is she goes to worship in this woman's house that calls herself a preacher or a minister or whatever, and it's in her house, and she has a double wide. So she goes to church in someone's house with maybe 5 or 6 or 7 other people. That's how bad it is. She is a felon for embezzlement and a con artist. She taught him how to steal. Who teaches that? She taught him. She taught him how to steal. She said she was going to marry this man, move to Florida with him. He was about to get a settlement from a lawsuit. Moved to Florida with him, waited for him to get the settlement, spent all the man's money, left him, and came back to North Carolina to tear apart the relationship, because that's how things were going well in the beginning. She was in Florida. So after she spent all the man's money, she returned to North Carolina and left the man broke. I mean, spent all that man's money. Hello, Sharon. How you been doing, sweetheart? Okay, that's all I can get in there. I know what it is, but let's label it. Oh, I knocked over my wine. It's got the cap on it. So this is the type of person I could go on. He told me some stories that would straighten my hair. But just to give you the gist of what type of person. When we met, he described her as a liar, a manipulator, a con artist, and a hypochondriac. I'm trying to say I need to have a chat with her. It's not going to help, honey. She thinks she is all that. That's my water. But I mean, that's my ice, but I just had to sip the water out of the bottle. So, that's what I was up against. Just a hot mess. Okay. What's up, Tarot's Apprentice? What you got? Giving him relationship advice, but he's never even had a live-in stepdaddy. How you giving relationship advice and I mean, this smells so good. She's asleep. I love that child. She puts herself to sleep. She goes and gets in the bed and goes to sleep. Today, you asked if you would talk to Trump. Okay. The physical side of you would want to help. So, yes, Spirit always wants humans to make amends. Do you believe for the work of the Spirit, we should try to help lost causes? Uh, that was a good one to bring up when I was talking about the mother-in-law, my twin flame's mama. That was a good one to bring up. Uh, based on the last relationship I attempted to have, I would have to say no. No. Um, then again, let me take that back. Tarot's Apprentice, I would have to go out here on a limb and say I think it would have to be on an individual basis, but if we're gonna label it a lost cause, then it would be like throwing good energy after bad. If you know what I'm saying. Um, no, I think our time and effort would be better spent helping the helpable. I don't think we have time to waste. I think we would be better off at putting our energy toward helping those who are moving in light in order to combat the bullshit that gets handed down from those who aren't savable, who are not helpable. Because what's the point? What's the point? If they're not savable, if he's not going to come around, which he's not, then why? No. I think there's more at work there. Even. I think there's more at work there even. I don't think, honestly, I've never thought he was human. I've never thought he was human. Yeah, you're right, because Spirit would say, do the right thing no matter what. That's the same as the discussion about nature versus nurture. You know what I mean? Is a person born innately fucked up and evil, or is it how they were raised? And if a person's DNA says that they're fucked up and evil, is there anything that you can do in order to alter that? Um, and should you still even try? And my answer is still, I've always been a nature type of person because I have a son who I raised, but despite that, is a lot like his father, who did not raise him. He knew him, and he was in and out of his life, but he was never consistent enough to influence his behavior. And I've seen people go into and come out of no. Charles Apprentice, I'm like I know it's an odd quote to say or to and not really because he's a billionaire. So, but to quote Jay-Z, you are who you was when you got here. Um, and psychology teaches us that you can change a behavior, but you cannot change a character flaw, the character of a person. That's exactly. That's what I say, Terrell's Apprentice. You have to move within the realms of your own mental health. Agreed. Because in theory, I could technically still be with my ex if I had not stood my ground and said, you know what, I'm not going to be treated this way. I'm leaving. Let me get the fuck out of this situation. I could have stood there and allowed him to continue and you know what I'm saying, and just constantly tried to teach him to be a better person, be a better person, but like you said, at the cost of my mental health. And honestly, that's what Spirit would have me believe. I think that I was supposed to do, and I'll be damned. Because like now we discussed terms of print. Everybody that is pulled so far. I mean, you said he's going to end up by himself when you pulled. Um, but every other spread seems to say that I'm not getting a replacement. I'm not getting another person or any more romantic connections because I'm supposed to wait on him to return. And I'll be damned. I'll be damned. Because why do I deserve such a person? I deserve better than that. I deserve better than the way he treated me and acted toward me. So I have no understanding for what Spirit is saying I need to do and asking me to do. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not giving up. Somewhere out there, right. I deserve better than somebody who would even, you know? And like I said to China last night. So am I supposed to believe that I don't deserve better than that? I deserve better. I don't trust that person. So why would Spirit have me on hold and not sending me any viable dating options? Because according to the cards, I'm supposed to sit there and wait on somebody that treated me like shit to return and possibly continue to treat me like shit or treat me like shit again. And why would he deserve me again or back? I don't understand any of this. So I agree with you, Towers of Apprentice. I'm gonna have to do what's best for me and my needs and my mental health. I can't, and I'm not. If I can find, I'm not a quitter, and if I can find love again, I'm gonna find it. So no, the answer would be no. I wouldn't talk to him. I wouldn't help him. I wouldn't try. He's beyond help. He's got to be. If an entire country of people telling you, I'm pretty sure that if you did talk to him, you wouldn't be the first one that tried. And so how many other people said, oh, fuck it, I can't do nothing with him, and walked away already? I'm not, like you said, I'd have to opt to maintain my mental clarity and not do that to myself. I'm opting to maintain my mental clarity. Smells so awesome. So no. No, I wouldn't. If I talked to him, it would be for fun. It would be just for fun. It would be just for entertainment purposes only. I wouldn't be trying to help with nobody. I'd be sitting there, I'd be bad, I'd be whispering in their ear, telling them, I'd be like, ask him this, ask him this. So I believe a person can be a master psychic. I do. I do. I do. However, I have to say that I don't like, there's certain, who's the guy, the one, he did the reading for Bobby Brown and goes into the reading, I mean he did a channeling, he's a medium, white boy. I grabbed the wrong cup. He did a channeling for Bobby Brown, and supposedly Whitney Houston, and so he goes into it, and as he's approaching the house, he goes, I don't even know. I'm not even really fully aware. I'm not aware of who this is. And when he sat down to do it, he didn't give him any information that wasn't known. I don't believe in the Hollywood ones. Yeah, I don't believe in. I do believe there are master psychics and mediums, but all the Hollywood ones, I don't believe in any of them. Is that who it was? Said Tyler Henry. I don't believe in any of them. Especially, like I said, I watched that. That was the first time I had ever seen him, and he talked about Bobby Brown's father. He talked about his mother and how they died. And now you can't tell me that he didn't know who that was when he went into the interview. Ain't nobody out here stupid. And then he brought up stuff that you could Google. You could Google how his father died, how his mother died, how, you know, I didn't believe shit he said in that damn, none of it. None of it. Like I was telling China, when I don't remember her name now, I sat down with a coworker when I was at the hospital to do her reading. And when I sat down, her grandma was coming through. I can't remember her name. When I said quick, she was just there. She was just in my ear. And I was like, who is? And I forget the name. And she was like, that's my grandma. She was like, you. And it wasn't like a common name. You know, it wasn't a name that you would just, it wasn't like Sarah or Jane, or it was a name, a good, you know, a name you just don't pull out your ass name. And she was like, that's my grandma. I was like, well, she's here. I was like, she's quite talkative. She's like, yes, she was. So that's like China, when you had the woman come through and read and talk about your grandma, I was like, did she give you any details? Me, as a medium, if I receive a message from somebody on the other side, I get very specific things. Like these shot in the dark, random, oh, well, she loved you very much. Or she used to kiss you on your forehead. Or she used to, whose grandma didn't kiss them on the forehead? You know what I mean? I get very specific messages and things told to me so that it clarifies to the person that I'm actually speaking or talking about who I'm speaking or talking about. Like, I think Marie's putting the kids to bed, but after her father passed away the same week, because she was planning the funeral arrangements, and I'm here. She's in Chicago. And we hadn't really talked to her at all that day. I was in my kitchen. I was cooking something. And I'm in the kitchen and I'm just cooking something, and I hear a Mexican man in my ear. I hear, hello, I need your help. And I was like, who is this? And he was like, I'm Marie's father. I need your help. And I was like, okay, what can I do? How can I help? And he was like, the suit. And I was like, what about the suit? And for a while, he fumbled with his words. He kept saying the suit. And I was like, what's wrong with the suit? And he said, I don't like it. I don't like that suit. It's not comfortable. I want the other one. And I was like, do you mean to be buried in? And he was like, yes. Yeah, he was like, see, the suit. I don't like the suit. I don't like the suit that they're going to put me in. They're putting on me. I don't like it. It's uncomfortable. I want it off. And I was like, you're not even in the body. What? So I messaged Marie, and I was like, what are you doing? And she was like, what? What's wrong? I was like, I have a message for you, and I'm sorry to be a bother, but I have a message for you from your father. And she was like, what's the message? And I was like, something about the suit that you took, that they're putting him in. He doesn't like that suit. He wants his other one. And she was like, and I was like, so he's only got 2 suits? And lo and behold, I've never met this man in my life. And all I know is this is Marie's dad. He just passed away. He's only got 2 suits. And I was like, he doesn't like that one. That he wants the other one. He said, the one that you took is uncomfortable. He doesn't like it. And she was like, let me go back down here. She said, I just dropped it off. I just left from down there. And I was like, well, he doesn't like that suit. You're going to have to go back because he's here in the kitchen with me, and he don't like the suit. So she had to go and exchange the suit. And so I get very specific, and I don't know, I know everybody's gifts don't work the same, but I get very specific information when I channel. So I just I when I try to give, and honestly, if I don't get anything or I'm not getting anything from that person, I try to give, you know, information to let you know for sure that's who it is, and that's who's coming through for me. Because sometimes they don't want to talk to you, and they don't come through, or sometimes they just don't want to be bothered, and they don't want to connect with the human world, and it happens. So I don't like, it's not readily available like people think it is. I do believe in master psychics. However, I still believe that you're only privy to the information that the universe wants you to have. I don't feel like you can call anything at any time like you fucking want to. Because I can't. I mean, and maybe I'm wrong about that, but I do believe that you're only privy to the information that they want us to have, and have access to the things that they want us to. He predicted Alan Thicke's death. Is that the same person? What was his, hold on, let me see. Is that the same one? Because I've asked questions and I've had to tell people, I'm sorry, I'm not getting an answer for you. It's this, and it's saying this, or this is what I'm getting, or this is, I'm up here just dying across the board. I have all kinds of cords and still just dying. Um, uh, I watched the interview. Let me see if I can search my library. I watched it. Yeah, you're right. That is Tyler Henry. Yeah, that is him. But I still just don't believe that he didn't know who Bobby Brown was, and nothing about him having being married to Whitney Houston or anything like that. Like he acted all surprised, and I still don't believe he didn't know. I don't. Tarot's Apprentice, I don't see how someone can read traditionally. I don't see how someone can read strictly traditionally. I feel like you have to have some type of intuitive feeling or something about your readings, or a connection with source or the cards. Or I feel you have to at least have some strong feeling. You know what I mean? How do you? I can't, because you're dealing with people, you're dealing with energies, and you're dealing with emotions. And sometimes I think I would be confused. There's so many different combinations, like with the class that's and we're in the class. China's in the class too. There's so many different combinations of cards. There's so many different possible ways of reading certain cards, right, at China. And so if I think I would be lost if I did not intuitively read. Because the minute I start pulling somebody's energy, um, or cards or questions for somebody, I feel the energy of the person that I'm asking about, this is just why I don't mean to be mean. People be like, she's just mean. I'm not just mean. But I hate when people ask how does a certain person feel. I hate the how does Samuel feel about me questions. I hate those questions because 90% of the time they're not, like old people say, they ain't studying your ass, but you are sitting here paying somebody to tell you how they feel about you, and 90% of the time they don't want you and are not thinking about you. Or in China's case, it hasn't changed since, and Chris, it hasn't changed since yesterday. I don't understand, y'all. They're not gonna stop. If they love you, they love you. They're not gonna stop loving you in 2 days. And if they don't like you, they don't like you, and they're not gonna fall in love with you in 2 days. And if they liked you, then you would know that they liked you, and it mattered, because they would let you know that they like you, and it matters. So I would be lost. I don't see how people read just traditionally. I get the feel, sometimes I'll be wanting to laugh at people because they be like, how does so and so feel about me? And I just be instantly, I'd be like, so and so just wants to fuck you. They're not really, they don't, so and so does not like you, but they like your sister, or they like the girl that you. He's always staring at me. No, he's not staring at you. You're with that other chick in the office, and that's what he's staring with. You just happen to be standing next to her. Sorry. Like last night. And right, Tarot's Apprentice. And like last night, I had somebody that I'm gonna talk about it. Fuck it. She said, and I quote, how does so and so feel about me? I turned him down today at the office, and I want to know how he feels. You turn this person down. This person, something is in my eye. Probably some rosemary in my eye. This man shot his shot. He shot his best shot. And you shot him down. And now you want to ask me how he feels about you and how he's going to act towards you moving forward. Thank God he didn't take it personally. But as I pull the cards, the other thing I'm grappling with Tarot's Apprentice is, when you ask me a question, I'm starting to just answer your question. How do they feel about you? He doesn't have any bad feelings about you. He really just didn't take it personally. He feels like you're probably involved with something else, someone else, or got something else going on. And leave it blank. Instead of saying, what you did was just shoot down the husband the universe sent you. And now you're going to end up alone. Because that's what it says here. And she's talking about, well, he's really weird. Bitch, you're really weird. And the universe sent you a weird husband. And you just shot him down. Now be by your damn self. You live in a glass house and you throwing stones, bitch. If you don't take your weird ass out with the weird man that the universe sent to love you, and then he's gifted. He knows that you're his wife. He has predicted it. He has had visions about it. That's why he's acting so overzealous and coming at you strongly. And you just shot down your husband. Have a good night. So do from now on, when you ask, is so-and-so going to talk to me? I'm just going to say no. So-and-so is not going to talk to you. I'm not going to tell you shit else. Because I don't deal with stupid well. You're normally in my chat crying and asking that exact same thing, Tarot's apprentice, the same person. Well, is the universe going to send me something? Am I going to meet someone? Is there new love coming in for me? And then when somebody shows up and they ask you out, you shoot them down because they're weird. Somebody, he makes me nervous. Bitch, those are butterflies. Go out with your husband. I said, look, well, I'm just going to need you to remain friends with him. Maybe get comfortable in his energy and give it a chance. I'm nervous around him. That might be chemistry, bitch. Can you... And then dealing with this, the universe is denying me love so I can wait on somebody who doesn't even deserve me. Can I get off the planet now? Can I go now? I'm just like, can I go now? I don't fear death. Can I go now? I was like, there was a TikTok where they were talking about, I forget what they called it, Tarot's Apprentice. You're probably going to tell me what it's called when I explain it. Where it's not suicidal, but it's not, for instance, I have several health issues or things that bother me from time to time. And I'd be like, maybe I should go check on that. And then on the back of my mind, I go, nah, because it could kill me. And bitch, that's what we waiting on. So it's not like actively trying to kill yourself, but it's not necessarily doing anything to present the possibility of dying. That's where I'm at.
No.
What you on about? You know she goes to sleep at 9:30.
That's a fact.
And Evan, I was just saying a minute ago, I was like, she's a wonderful child. She just gets in the bed by herself and goes to sleep. She did that by herself. I did not tell her to go lay down. There was no fighting. There was no crying. She just gets in the bed and goes to sleep.
That is so cute.
It is adorable and wonderful. Just out. I should have put her pajamas on. I'll switch her before I lay down. I'm going to have to go pee in a minute, y'all. I'm drinking wine. No, China, she'll be back asking when love coming in. It's not. You rejected it. You said your husband was weird.
Did you guys send me the rosemary?
No, it's just that strong. I was breaking it. That's what you smell, because you know when you break something,
It smells so
it's just
good.
through the whole. You smell it out there?
Yes, it just.
Yes,
it
that's what I
smells
was
really
breaking
good to
it.
me.
I was breaking it off and putting it in the jar. So that's what you smell as you know you break it. It releases the
What's
scent.
the benefits of rosemary?
Oh, where's the book? Look in the book
Which book?
or Google it.
Okay.
But it's in the. I have it in my book too. In my witchy workbook. Okay. You said it was ready yesterday if it got something to say. Tarot's Apprentice says it's a good ancestor herb. Okay. I have to put some on the altar.
Yeah, I was just reading that cultural means.
Mm-hmm. I have to put some on the altar. I didn't write on my label.
It helps cleanse your space too.
Mm-hmm. I knew that
Your
for cleansing.
aura.
It's in like all love potions and all love spells. There's always rosemary.
It can be chicken.
Yeah, it's in the white bowl. I know. Told you the tape just rolled up and everything. I don't know. Let's see. You said, what else? What would your another topic is tarot sacred to you? I Tarot's apprentice? I don't know. Because I look at it as exactly what the Bible says it is. It's a tool of divination. It's a tool. I most of the time, um, unless my spirits just don't want to help a person, they just won't say shit. But most of the time, I have the message before I pull the cards. The cards are just to give me detail and more clarity. Um, Spirit has usually answered me before I actually even pull the cards. Um, I don't know exactly. No, I would say no. I don't think it's sacred. I look at it just like I said, an aid or a help or a tool to assist. Now, I feel like my gift, I'll say this, I feel like my gift is sacred. I feel like my connection with the divine and spirit is sacred, but not necessarily the cards per se. Um, or tarot per se. I just feel like it's a tool to help me with my gifts. I do feel like I said, like my gift is sacred because there's certain shit I feel like there's certain questions, and I know you've heard me say this before. I won't answer because it's certain shit is just disrespectful. I feel like that's why I don't do pet questions. I am already asking my ancestors, my spirits, my spirit guides for answers. I'm already bothering somebody in on the other side. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm already asking. This is our gift. It's a gift. It's a favor that has been granted unto me, and that is sacred. And so, what I use my gift for, I'm very picky about. Certain shit, I'm just not gonna. And I have told people, I have sent people's money back. I'm not going to. There's certain. I have told people, no, that's not your business. I'm not. When people just want to know in general. Now, if you're still dealing with the ex, if the ex was just in your bed last night, and you want to know what's going on in their personal life, like with the other person that they may be dealing with, then I will ask. But if you just haven't talked to them in 2 years and you just want to know what they're up to, that's not your business. I'm not answering that for you. But if they're trying to actively talk to you and you want to know what's going on with them, I will answer that. I don't do pet questions. I'm not about to I'm not about to bother your spirit, my spirits, because your pet now. That depends on what the pet question is. I I will not do like who was your pet in a past life. I'm not doing no shit like that. I'm sorry. But I will do my pet sits there and stares at a certain corner of the room. Or they bark at a certain area in the house. Or when this happens, my pet barks or acts weird. That's a supernatural question. And that I will answer. But like certain things, I don't do pet questions. Um, I think if someone were to ask me, well, when this particular person, which is a red flag to me, I told a guy he had to leave one time when I was staying here, but near the train tracks where I showed you, like y'all, my that of my apartment that day, my colonial apartment. A guy came by and my and Spirit was at the time, that was my kitty. Spirit did not get Spirit was hissing and growling at this man just sitting on the edge of my bed because he was in the chair and Spirit was sitting on the edge of the bed and Spirit was like hissing hard and hair was up on the back on his back and he was like swipe. Spirit did not like. I was like, you have to go. He's like, you really gonna tell me to go because your cat? I was like, yeah, I really am. You gotta go. I'm so sorry. I can't even say it was nice to meet you. Something is up with you. Get the fuck out. And I saged and everything after that bitch left. So in that case, if someone had asked me like, okay, well, what was wrong with that person? But like, I don't do pet shit. I don't do, I had somebody one time, she was like, she couldn't find her keys, and she had posted about it. And I read the post. It was on Facebook. I read the post, and Spirit said they're in her love seat. And I was like, okay. And basically, I messaged her. I was like, your keys they're in your love seat. And the smaller you have two couches, the couch, the sofa, and the love seat. You know the difference. She's not that bright. She didn't know. I was like, they're in your couch, basically. I said, and she was like, the big one or the small one. And I was like, check both, but the small one. I'm sorry, because they said love seat. And so she checked, and that's where they were. And so like a week or so later, she hopped in my inbox and was like, my cousin or somebody can't find da 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 da. Can you help me out? No, I'm not your supernatural LoJack. Now, that's not what I do. Spirit just happened to give me an answer, so I told you where they were. I'm not doing that regularly. Right, Tarot's Apprentice, and right, I could care less. And I'm just not. I don't do pets. So certain questions are disrespectful. And I'm just not. Low vibrational questions. I don't do who my baby daddy questions. I'm not your supernatural There's DNA testing doctors. Am I pregnant? You can go pee on a stick. So and so is pregnant. Is my boyfriend the daddy? That's not, no. I'm not doing that low vibrational shit. No. I've turned those away. You want your money back? Here, I'll send you a refund. Take it. You should. You need to make healthy choices. I'm not. No. What, y'all? I'm serious. Make healthy choices. Shit. You're in a position to be asking these types of questions. You need to make some life changes. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Uh, let's see. Did anybody else have anything that they let's see. How okay. We've had we've had we've had several people just disappear from the tarot community here on YouTube for one reason or another. For mostly because all of a sudden, like I said, they have found or they find God and then they can't read tarot anymore. Um, do you all feel? Because some of you are, and how do y'all feel about? Because we talked a little bit about this last week when we had the chat. The other week we had the chat, but for me as a reader, the minute I see someone, and there's a big reader, I don't know if I would call her, yeah, because she be charging, when I looked at her prices for a private reading, she charges $200 for a private reading. There's no way in hell. And I think she actually has legit some celebrity like clients. Do you believe anybody reads tarot? Okay, I'll get to that one in a second. But do you feel like it's okay for a person to be a full-on Christian and still read tarot, given the fact that it says that they're tools of divination? Oh. China said you don't think you're able because your third eye is affected. Oh. China, I gotta send you But you can open it though. See, I was trying to wait and they canceled my freaking order. I need to do the candle. I'm gonna do while I got y'all here. Let me show off. I just wrapped up my other money candle. I'm sending it to my mom. Um, this is protection. This is protection from evil and negativity. This is protection. I love it. That is my favorite one so far. This is love. This is health and healing. Money is green. Money is wrapped up. Both of them are wrapped. Um, this one is from my house. I wrapped it to take pictures. That's the only reason I wrapped this one. But this one's going to my mom. That was the last money candle that my stickers. I'm playing with my packages. I ain't playing. My packaging. I'm about to do a promotional picture because these are the things that I'm gonna run a sale for Christmas, so that I'll probably post it like the last week in October or the first week in November, so that because I'm gonna do Christmas sales. And then I decided to stop yelling at the sewing machine for an hour to make or a half hour to make one bag, and I just spent $10. So these will be your gree bags moving forward with your crystals that you can put in your pocket and just take to work and have your crystal protection. The tiny crystals in there. So I'm gonna get some more. I have the bags I got didn't come with all the colors that I wanted, of course, that were in the picture that they showed. So they had green, blue, and turquoise, white, black, gold. Okay, let's see. But China, I need to send you a cleansing. And like I said, I was trying to I want to do a third eye and crown chakra opening candle. And so I was waiting to make that. And then they canceled my order for the candles that I wanted. And I'm aggravated. So now I got to get out here and try to find my candle, the color that I need. I'm scared to drive to the town, I think, where I might find it. But I'm going to have to go. I'm gonna try next door first. I'm gonna Google it first. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try a couple of towns closer first. Um, and then I'll send you a package, China. That should help you with that. It should help you. And meditation. That's the other thing, China. I'm gonna inbox you a meditation. I want you to listen to it while you sleep. Okay. All right. And then I'm gonna send you a cleansing, and I'm gonna get the candle for it. Get the candle ready for you. I got to do my anointing oil for the candle as well. I got to work on oils this weekend, which is why the rosemary came just in time. Okay, so let's see. Do I believe anyone can read tarot? But do I believe anyone can read tarot? No. No, I do not. No, I absolutely do not. I met a girl when I was at the hospital. Not only did I immediately know that she shouldn't be reading cards, I didn't want to read for her. Some people's energy is too fucked up to read tarot. China, that's why I feel like you can, because your energy is good and pure, and you can read. You can read. We just have to get you unblocked. You will be able to read. You're going to be a great reader when you do, and we just have to get you unblocked. But no, I do not believe that anybody can, and nor should they read tarot, because this chick's energy was so messed up. I was like, please do not communicate with the other side. You're going to end up fucked up. Okay, woo, let me go back. I'm missing something. Hold on. Agreed, Bella. Bella, I agree with you. Your connection with God, that's a personal thing. That's why I don't feel like Christianity should dictate what you do or how you connect to your God. I agree, Bella. Or how you live, even. Right. Let's face it, people wrote dumb shit now and then. Right. Then and now. You can't be a Christian and a psychic because in the church it's a prophet. Right. But it's still the same damn thing. Agree. Still the same thing. Right. 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 You don't, Charles Apprentice, you're right. You don't have to be a master reader in 6 weeks. She's in the class, though. Charles Apprentice, she's in my class. Agreed. And Charles Apprentice, a few cultures felt that way because, in certain Native American cultures and certain Native cultures, when a woman had their period, they had to go live in a whole little section outside the village. They couldn't even be in the village. Mm-hmm. Yes, China, I remember that. Yes. Yeah, her whole, I was like, why? Which, right, it's not for everybody. Agreed, Bella, it's not. It is not for everybody. No, everybody shouldn't. Everybody, no, not everybody can read. If you just pick up a deck and start reading, no, it's not something that's even meant for everyone to do. I do not. That's why I said that too goes into reading intuitively or just technically. No, I don't feel like you should. I feel like if you don't have some form of gift of divination that you tapped. I mean, we all have it. It's just whether or not you're tapped into it or tuned into it. And for those who are not, I don't feel that they should. Marie, it was like she was sitting on her bed and she had her legs, you sit on your bed with your legs spread open, and she had the cards in between her legs on the bed, and she had the camera like right there. So it was like the cards, and it was like right in her. You could look right. Her crotch was right there, and I was like, "What the hell? Absolutely not. No, no." Agreed. Yes, Terrell's Apprentice. Yes, that's how. So basically, the cards were right there in her crotch, and she had the camera right there in her crotch, and her whole energy was. That's the one that said twin flames weren't real. I was like, apparently neither is dignity in your book, because who the hell? Lord, Lord, Lord. I gotta go pee, y'all. Oh God, my legs. Oh, hold on. What time is it? It's 11:02. It's almost time for us to start questions. Yes. Okay. It's 11:11 Eastern Standard Time. All right, y'all. I'm at 11:30, which is 11:11. At 11:30, I'm gonna Why isn't any? Oh. At 11:30, I'm gonna do switch over and do questions. What am I missing? I'm missing. Okay, let me see. Christmas trees, bells of Illinois, what? He was up to me and find those one on YouTube. Okay. China said I had another one tell me that my man had an STD and had got someone pregnant. Look, because you've been talking to a woman. Sabrina said I had a psychic tell me I was going to meet aliens in Greece. Like, okay. Bella, aliens in Greece. Do they live in Mykonos? I've always wanted to go there. I mean, hair grease. If she meant hair grease, fine. But grease, no. Y'all are silly. I just said okay because what did you say at that point? What do you say? Oh my God. China said I was on video call with her and seeing her confused when I would say, really, I played along. It was fun. China hurts. STD, what the heck? Yeah, that's the one I've never understood. I've seen that too, y'all. I've seen tarot readers sit there and talk about STDs, and I'm looking at the tarot. Not in all the 22 major arcana. What is? How do you get? How do you get tarot? How do you get STD from tarot? And that's why I be like, see, that's why I talk about it. I be like, see, y'all be out here letting these readers bullshit you because I've envisioned the person that someone was supposed to meet or that was coming into their life. I've done it a few times. I can do that. I can call a vision of a person if I need to, but I don't because it takes a lot of energy. It's like channeling. It takes a lot of energy in order to call a vision like that. And I'm not paid up enough up here for me to be calling in energies like that. I did it a couple times and it paid. It was good though because it was nice to know I was right. When she finally met the guy, he looked exactly like I had been. I mean, it was like that's him. Oh my God! But oh, that was for Tonisha Marie. I know you remember her. But so I can do it through channeling and calling in a vision. But from the tarot cards, how did you get that is a light-skinned person or a blonde person or a black person or a white person? How did you get that? It's a channeled message if you got that. How did you get that? Can you describe the person? Describe what? The most I can tell you is this person is going and what energy they might come in. They might come in a King of Cups energy. They might be young. They might be older if they're coming in the King of Swords energy. They.
I'm sorry. Can you call my phone?
Call your phone? Yes. That's the most I can tell you is what kind of energy the person is going to be coming in. I don't understand how they get all these details from tarot cards. What cards would indicate an STD? I'm confused because I've never seen that card. Recents. Baby B. Okay, calling you. You got it? I heard you answer. I heard it ring, actually. I heard you. Okay. My hair color came out awesome sauce, y'all. I love it. It's coming. The back is still wet. I'm still drying. The thicker ones take a while to dry. It came out awesome. I got it all one damn color. Which is the Egypt's hair is the same way. She's a mixed. She's multi-tonal. So my son was like, "Where'd she get her hair color from?" I was like, "Me? It's multi-tonal, but you've seen this color. Me dye it all this color your whole life because I basically picked the color. I picked the lighter color instead of the darker color. So I basically been like coloring it this color my whole life, but that's part of my some part of my hair color. So I just picked the lighter color to dye it because I couldn't stand having, especially when I do the red, I need 2 colors, not 3. So here we are. I love it. It is awesome. I like it. Okay, so sometimes I get messages from cards, Bella. I'll look at a card and get a message from that card, but it's usually not a description, like physical description of a person. It's not like a physical description of a person, usually. Who was in my inbox? Or is this old? Okay. So that's possible, Bella. It depends on what, type of relationship she has established with her cards and her spirits. But for me, I think it goes based on, because I'm not too much of a, I'm lying. I am. I have a type. I do. I do have a type of man. What I don't have is a type of woman. Now, there's a type of woman I don't want or wouldn't talk to, but I can't. If how can I put this? I don't like a woman who's overly. I'm very natural. I'm a very natural woman, and I don't like a woman who's not similar. Like, I think if I could, I don't think I could date a woman who had like a lot of fake stuff going on. You know what I mean? That part. That. So, right, if it's overly done. Right. Right, Bella. I was debating getting my nails done because there seemed to be taking a while. My left hand is doing good, growing back. Because that's like, I swear when I painted them, remember I painted them the pretty red color? And I was so excited and it peeled off. And every time I paint my nails and it peels off like that, my nails will break immediately. It's like, a lot of people don't notice, but nail polish dries now it does. Now nail polish dries your fingernails out. The reason it used to old school, it didn't, is because, Bella, remember when formaldehyde was in nail polish? That's why when you painted your nails, it felt cold. That actually maintained your nail. And when they made them remove the formaldehyde from nail polish, because it is dangerous, I understand, but it made nail polish actually worse for your nails. And so I've been trying, usually they grow back out pretty quickly, but I think I've been washing dishes so much with my dominant hand, my right hand, it's taken a while for my nails to grow back. It's taken a little while. It's taken longer. But the left hand, they're growing back. They're getting back like because, I usually keep a good active length. I just had to cut this one back. It was like super long, and it was starting, when I let it get super long, it'll break on me, and I didn't want it to break, so it already bent once. So I went ahead and cut it back, but I painted them, and then they all broke off. So I'm waiting, of course, except for the pinky. So I'm in the growing back phase, but it seems to be taking longer for my dominant hand, my right hand, to grow back. So I was thinking about getting them done, but I'm not gonna keep it up. I never do. I just don't like it. The brother has multiple colors like that. At all, he's the only one. See, and it's a pain in the butt. Like I said, especially when I go to do another color, I have to make it all one color. I have to. I've just always done the lighter color. Yep, and I prefer. I've been putting because like I rub. It helps when I put cocoa butter on them, and I put cocoa butter everywhere. Natural. I got a big thing of 100% natural cocoa butter. I've been restoring myself to the pre twin flame glory that I used to be. You know what I was realizing when I've been going through returning to my old beauty care regimen? He really broke down the things about me that made me beautiful. Like I had a beauty care regimen, and I was the cocoa. They used to call me the cocoa butter queen. And he actually, when we first got together, he was like, "I can't stand the smell of cocoa butter," so I quit using it. And I have not been the same since. Shit has went gone south that never had. I was like, I've never had this before. And then I was like, and Spirit was like, you quit using cocoa butter. So I've been gone back to everything. So I'm trying to restore myself to the pre twin flame glory. He preferred my hair the darker color, because if you dye your hair a darker color, then your skin appears lighter. And he like really light skinned women. I think I'm light enough. I'm good. I'm good. So now I'm back to my lighter hair color. I like it better. It gives me more of. I think it gives me more of a glow. I think it gives me more of a glow. Um, and so I'm just working on some other areas of me. I'm back to using my cocoa butter. So I'm starting to feel softer like I used to feel. He really like saw me as a threat, I think, and tried to break me down. Yeah, he really broke a lot of me. Like my allergies are really bad. I don't like a lot of perfume, and you used to, but I buffered. You used to could smell me coming. I smell so good. You know what I'm saying? And you like don't like the things that generally smell good about me. So I'm starting to get back to my glory, myself, my me. Damn it. So. And these little boys, honey, y'all know. Right. See, Taylor Prison, has a deal breaker. I can't leave the house. I mean, he legitimately had bad allergies, but it's like he had them anyway. He was sneezing all the time anyway. So I should have just kept wearing because I have a certain kind that I like. I don't know if Bella, you probably heard of it. Bijan. The original, not the floral. Actually, I have it. It's in my car. I need to bring it in the house. Um, but I'll put it on out there as well. That helps it not to stay in the inner environment. But let me see, what does it look like? I'm gonna have to order some soon from somewhere. It was easy to find in Houston because, for any of you who are familiar with Houston, on Harwin Drive, there's perfume stores, and right, take a Zyrtec. What in the world is going on with the Google on here? I hate this phone. I really need a new phone. There we go. Yes, there it is. Can I just look at the picture? Yes. This one. Dijon. That's my shit. My aunt bought it for me 1 year because I liked hers and I was like, you like that perfume, I'm gonna buy you your own. And she bought me my own. Let's see, where can I buy it? Walmart.com. For real, for real? They lying. How much? Okay, $32.87. That's what's up. I can get with it. Okay, at least now I know. Okay. So yes, I just dulled down everything. Like I said, he hated my hair. My dreads were halfway down. They were past my bra strap when I met him. My dreads were pretty damn long. That bitch, he just wanted to destroy, but he couldn't. No matter what he did, I was still beautiful. There wasn't shit he could really do. Even at my basic form, in my basic form, I was still just attracting dudes left and right. There's nothing he could do, and I really think that irritated the fuck out of him. He didn't like for me to wear makeup. I never needed any anyway, and I still. So he was just something. And that's why I don't understand. I'm like, universe, don't have me on hold because you want to send him back. I don't want that. Who wants that? I don't want nothing having to do with him or all the drama in his life. I don't understand. And there was a point when I did. But I don't anymore. I'm just good. I just want something new. Thank you, Tara's Apprentice. I love my lipstick too. Because I just ordered, I got these two, and this one was an accident. It was the wrong color. It was supposed to be this color, and they didn't even charge me when I said it was the wrong color. And they were like, do you want your money back or do you want credit? I was like, give me credit because I'm just going to buy the right color. And that's what I did. So now I got both, but I was like, I like the color, but it's not the right one. So sometimes I use this one and sometimes I use this one, but they're the no kiss off kind. Bella, you know what I'm talking about. Where it doesn't come off if you put it on by itself. It won't come off on anything, but it's dry as fuck. It's like paste. It's that shit so fucking dry, so it makes me use a glitter, a lip gloss over top. So I use one of these two over top. And they come out. This one actually is available at Walmart. That's what China was like. There's a Sagittarius lip gloss. Yes. There is a Sagittarius lip gloss. It's Wet n Wild. Is it? Yes, it's Wet n Wild, Sagittarius. And that's what goes over top of the... When I wear this one, I use this one because they're a very close color. And when I use the red, I use this one. Because technically this is supposed to be white, like is in the end, but the color is, yeah. So, and then I still have this one, which is the Charmed, the lip duo. This was Bella's favorite. That's the one with, so. And then I have my, just a regular reddish lip gloss. I forgot I had that one in there. So I don't play, and I stay glittery. I stay glittery. Yeah, it feels like glue. And I don't know. I mean, it's bad, and it's still pretty sticky. Even with the topper on it, it's still pretty sticky. Where's that other one I just had? Let me use this one. Even with a gloss on top of it, it's still sticky. See, oh, that's why I didn't like this one. It doesn't come out with enough on it. Smells good though. Still feels like glue. It was called Baby Lips. Yes. That's what they said. Pink is a baby's lips. Just pink and fresh and new. All right, y'all. I'm gonna switch over and do questions. I'm gonna log right off and log back on because I've already been potty. Sipping on my wine tonight, so I'm feeling it. This should be good, y'all. For those of you that are praying, crying, you might have to pray for these people tonight. I'm sipping on wine. All right, App MissNJoy. Thank you, y'all. It was a good chat tonight. Well, next weekend, don't miss it. Next Friday is members only. Next Friday is members only. So y'all don't miss it. Next Friday is members only. And then after that, we do another cosmic chat. All right? I love you guys. App MissNJoy is up next. So start praying for him now, Bella. All right.